so how about that Pokemon Presents event? I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you guys personally on that one. I watched in my own time, but I really wanted to go over it today and just discuss my thoughts on it and how I really felt about this event, because it was a little different and I didn't feel as excited as I should have. But before we dive deep into my internal thoughts, let's do a brief recap. Let's do a brief recap over the Pokemon Presents presentation and just quickly go over some things that were announced. During the event, Scarlet and Violet had a Terra event that was announced for it, so you'll be able to pick up Blastoise, Venusaur, and Charizard through a Terra event. Pokemon Go finally announced the Horizons anime event that features the Cat Pikachu and some of the characters from the Horizons anime featured inside of that there too. Pokemon Sleep has an Entei, Suicune, and Raikou Pokemon event added to it, so if you sleep, looks like you'll have some chance to catch those mons. And it looks like Master ZX even has an event going on for it where it'll feature Gita, Silver, Louisimane, Lily, and Galdian? How do you say his name? Gladian? I'm just gonna say Gladian, okay? I don't care if I skip it. Cafe Remix is coming out with its cute little event. Looks like you can access Gimmighoul to get some more mons and that. I don't really know how that game works, but that's a cute little gimmick there. Pokemon Unite has announced Miraidon, Phalanx, and Grewledge as its upcoming mons for its game. And there was the announcement of the trading card game Pocket Edition, and of course, Pokemon Legends Z, which those are the two things that we'll kind of dive into. This event was pretty decent. I kind of expected that. This is kind of how Pokémon Company wants to do their thing, where they announce these smaller little things and then they leave the end for the big stuff. And in my opinion, I feel like Pokemon Pocket and Pokemon Legends Z was the biggest announcements that we could have received out of this entire event. First off, Pokemon Pocket, because I really like this concept. I used to be into trading cards. I actually have a binder. You know what? They're not going to believe me if I don't show them. Yes, I still collect trading cards. Is it as big as a collection as I'd want? No, right? But I still collect them, so I think my words still have some merit here, okay? I like Pokemon. It kind of ends there. I like Pokemon trading card games, so this affects me personally. That's why I'll talk about it. I think making a digital variant of the Pokemon trading card game is really cool. The fact that they give you 2 packs a day for free really makes it just a login type of event game and benefit from it, and it's a different approach than what I thought Pokemon Company would have really given. I mean, obviously, since this is digital cards, they're not going to lose as much funding on it, and they said that this is only one of the ways to collect trading cards, so I promise you there will definitely be a paid option in this application for people to buy Pokemon card packs and enjoy the experience that way. But it's really cool that not only you can unlock Pokemon card packs in the same realistic way that you'd tear a pack open in real life, but you can trade them with friends, and that is really where this app is going to have its first slew of activities, but its first slew of problems. I mean, I can see a lot of people when it comes to the trading card game situation, a lot of people are in it for money, so I can see a lot of negatives coming from this, but I'm trying to focus on the mere positive here too, because this is an experience meant to be shared with friends, and since it is trading card game Pocket, it's going to enable you to battle with friends, so eventually all of the cards that you unbox on your own in the application can be used to battle with friends. I don't know if that's going to be battling from afar or battling up close. I don't know if you're going to have to be near the person that you trade with. That would probably eliminate a lot of the problems, but still create a lot more as well. It's all really unknown right now, but all we know is that this app is releasing in 2024 and there is a big team behind it. I personally really like the idea of this though. I think that Pokemon trading cards haven't been as big of an interest for me as of recently, just because we've had to fight with a lot of the scalpers, a lot of the demand gets stolen in stores, a lot of people just don't get their shipments in, or people just haven't found much enjoyment for it. I know that they recently tried to up the game when it came to their Pokemon, 151 collection, which was really cool. They had my heart back when the Celebrations event launched. That's when I was really diving deep into unboxing those cards and getting deep into it. But it's cool to see them bringing it back in a way that everyone can enjoy around the world just by downloading an app. And I really hope that this application goes far and we receive more updates that allow us to be more free with the application and enjoy the joy of unboxing trading card games and trading cards from these Pokemon packs. Next up, we got to talk about Legends Arceus. So it's funny, in my previous video discussing this whole situation with Pokemon Legends and with the newer Pokemon games, I aimed a lot towards Unova, but I almost hit the mark by talking about X and Y. I discussed how X and Y was one of my favorite regions on the 3DS. I really loved that region. It was one of the games that I had pushed to its completion. I shiny hunted, I did everything in that game. And it's really cool to see that Game Freak, the Pokemon Company, are going back to the roots of that and exploring Lumio City. Lumio City didn't really hit me that big. I mean, it was the perfect place to do your Junichi Masuda method, where you stick your penny inside the 3DS and just drive around that little tower. So it brings back a little bit of nostalgia for me, but it's interesting to see them taking this and remaking it into a Pokemon Legends Arceus kind of way, which is something I talked about and how I really wanted Game Freak and the Pokemon Company to go back to that, because it was probably their peak when it came to innovating the way that we played Pokemon games, especially in the RPG format. I just really don't know how they're going to scale this down though. They also mentioned Mega Evolution, which is something I hit it on pretty hard in that video, and I'm very grateful to see that it's coming back. But I still don't know how they're going to remake this game and only allow it to exist within Lumio City. Maybe they're gonna go back a couple of years or 1,000 years when AZ was there. Maybe AZ will be a big part of this story because there was a lot of mystery left there, especially at the end of X and Y about AZ and AZ's Floetti in specific, the one with the red and the black flower. We'll probably have a story built around that. We'll probably have a story built around Team Flare at its very beginning, and we'll see Lysandre there maybe. Perhaps we'll even see a brand new team that no one's ever heard of, and maybe this will spark what we had with Team Lysandre in the initial X and Y. I think the only way to go back with this remake is to go backwards, and that's usually what happens when you throw the title Legend Arceus on things. We jump back in time and we explore the region before it was fully built. Again though, I think that this is going to be really tied down. I don't think we're going to see all of Kalos like we used to in X and Y, but hopefully this will be an enjoyable experience nonetheless. And since it is releasing in 2025, this begs the answer, or that begs the statement that everyone's made, which, hold on, I'm going to say it too. Nintendo Switch 2 launch. There is no reason for this game to not release in 2024 outside the fact that they need more Nintendo Switch development time, and for the fact of the matter, they need more time to develop Pokemon Legends Arceus. The fact that it's launching worldwide in 2025 kind of states that this is going to launch aside something big, which in my opinion, I think it's going to launch aside Nintendo Switch 2, and for that, I hope that's the case, and I am very excited if that actually happens. Since we have heard all of the leaks saying Nintendo Switch 2 is getting pushed back to 2025, this really adds up, and I think that whenever we see the release date for Pokemon Legends Arceus Z, we will see Nintendo Switch 2's announcement alongside that, and hopefully that means we will get a good experience with high FPS, with beautiful graphics, high premium grade quality, because Jesus, this is what this Pokemon game needs. And Game Freak, if you don't make it happen, you're gonna keep making people mad, man. So let's just see how this goes. I am willing to wait the year wait to play this game if it gives developers more time to make the best game that they can make, if it gives Nintendo more time to make the console that they need to make to please their user base. For the love of God, guys, just be patient. But that's really all I had to speak about. It was nice to see that this event had a couple of smaller events stacked on with some fan favorites that a lot of people were gonna love. It's really cool to see Pokemon Z coming into this new fray and that they're sticking back with Arceus. But I would love to hear what you guys think down in the comments below. Was this something you were expecting? Did some of your predictions come true? Are you happier for the smaller games, or are you more excited for the two big announcements that we got towards the end of that event? I would love to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. As usual, if you like this video and you want to see more, make sure to hit that like and that subscribe button for more content. I'm trying to push it out constantly, so I really appreciate your support. But without further ado, thank you all for watching, and peace out.